Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel, and we're back to regularly scheduled antics. It's the blind and the special. I am the blind, and the special will be joining us as soon as his computer decides to cooperate. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. We are a little bit late. I do apologize for that. Why am I not? It says it's live. There we go. Pause, damn you. There we go. Hello, Skeptalk. Good to see you here. Hello, Sora. Hello, Scribe. Hello, Zombie Teddy. I'm glad to see everybody here. I hope everyone had a good Sunday. Scribe, I caught your Ted Bundy stream earlier. That was very, very interesting of Zac Efron to blame Ted Bundy's white privilege. That was just interesting. That's all I have to say. So yeah, we've got a bunch of. I think we have some news. If you destroy your computer, do it on stream. Pincalo, says Sora Luna. Zac is quite a wise character, says Scribe. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, excuse me. Now, let me go and see if I can find. Let me see if I can find something, because Pumpkin Trucker actually sent me a Tylenol article that was pretty amusing, and I would like to read it. So I'm going to quickly find that. Let's see here. All right, let's see here.
Fuck this bullshit. Fuck the computer. I'm gonna smash it with a fucking hammer.
Please don't do that.
Scooch over.
Which way? This way?
So I can sit by the frickin' mic.
Okay.
We're gonna do it the old school way because I'm fucking annoyed and I'm pissed off. I broke another fucking stud while I just replaced my fucking brakes. So now I gotta take my whole fucking front end apart tomorrow again, pop out the little stud, pop in a new fucking stud. Oh, fuck my life.
Shall I close Safari and just go back to Chrome and turn off VoiceOver?
Sure. Open up the stream too so I can see chat because I don't have my TV.
Okay.
What? You don't know how to do that?
Yeah, I do. I just don't know how to.
Hang on. Fuck it. I'll just go dual screen and hope my phone doesn't die. Excuse me, people. I'm having a horrible day. I want to kick my own ass. Calm. 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 I'm calm. I think.
I was gonna say, are you sure?
No. People are gonna die. Okay, let's see here. Let's go through the news. I've got a bunch of stories. But you don't have to look for stories. I can't even see a window because you got freaking... It's invisible. The screen, she is invisible. I cannot see. I cannot hear. Cannot speak.
How's that?
Nope. It's... I told you. You know what the problem is.
My brightness?
No, it's JAWS. No. Okay. Let's try this again. When I say the window is invisible, I can see your desktop, but I can't see the window.
But that makes no sense. I don't understand how that, because I'm sitting in the...
That's great. You can go through it. It's a ghost window. Call me racist all you want, but your mic ain't plugged in either. So we're going off the desktop thingy again.
Great. And it's not going to change over.
It won't?
No.
Well, and you need to reboot the stream because this is some boomer ass shit going on.
In case anyone is wondering, I'm balling both of my fists right now.
That's fine. Did it not switch the speaker?
No, I just told you it doesn't do that.
Oh, okay. Well, turn on the light so I can see, and I will work my magic with this piece of shit apple because I hate apple. What?
Hi, Addie.
Oh, everything hates me tonight. My computer hates me. Her computer hates me. Push this button. Voiceover off. Turning off voiceover. Okay, I turned off voiceover.
Don't fucking diss boomers, says Skeptalk.
There's the... See, now the Hangout window's open.
I just turned voiceover off before, though, and it...
And then now I'm going to go here.
Holy
go
fuck,
like
why
this,
did it not do it when
because voiceover is racist.
I didn't know blind was a race. Okay, then.
No, it actually switched over to the snowball automatically.
Okay, because every time I've accidentally forgot to unplug or plug in my mic, and I've done it midstream, it has not switched.
Really?
Really.
Interesting. Well, hopefully it switched this time. Save! Does the audio sound better? I'm dying. Kill me now! How much fun is it when we don't have to care? Mute. It's not the screen, Skep, that's invisible. It's the windows just disappear. So it just goes like, it's as if, remember back when we could make the windows translucent? It's like that, but zero.
Translucent, but zero. What?
See? Translucent is almost clear. It's kind of see-through, like a ghost. Translucent.
Yes.
So you can kind of see through it. Whereas invisible means you can see directly through it.
I thought invisible meant you can't see it at all.
You see through it.
Anyway, since we've just wasted 5 minutes, what stories do you have?
10 minutes. Is the volume better, first of all, everybody? That's all I want to know. Does it sound a little better when I sing in this voice? Probably not.
No, it doesn't.
Why? What is wrong with you, lady? I'm going to sing the next article just like this. Yes, I will. I shall sing like this.
Volume is fine, says Skeptalk. Thank you.
Transparent means see-through. I said
You said translucent and transparent.
I guess transparent aluminum, right? Yeah, that is the shit, right? Which apparently they did say. All right.
Stop rambling, sir.
I am not rambling. You're rambling.
Okay.
Saturday at 9. Yes, if I sent it to myself on Friday, that means I sent it to myself for today. Our first story comes to us from the Toronto Sun. Shocking, right? Mentally ill woman left alone in jail cell while giving birth.
That's not supposed to happen.
No, it's not. However, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, that's why.
Pretty much. I don't drink, zombie. Beer is for not me. Bowl, yes, but in a moment, because I'm ready to break everything right now. Like, I went to, all I did was I put the new brake pads on and I go, okay, before I go to the other side, I'll put the tire on, I'll get it on. Don't torque it yet though. And as I was tightening, it didn't cross thread. It didn't do anything. It literally just went like it was a grade 4 bolt, not a grade 10. Like it just completely sheared inside the lug. So now I have to buy a new lug too while I'm at it. So I got to drive with 4 lugs tomorrow. It's going to be fun and dangerous and stupid. A pregnant Florida woman was left alone in a jail cell for nearly 7 hours
after asking for help and eventually giving birth alone, her attorney said Friday. Public defender Howard Finkelstein demanded an immediate review of medical and isolation practices in a letter to Broward County Sheriff Gregory Toney.
Of course it's Broward County. What is with Broward County?
It's the water.
Isn't Broward County where all those elections shit was going on?
Broward County, yeah.
Isn't that also where the Parkland shooting was? Or is Parkland a different county?
I don't know. I'm not from Florida. You'd have to ask one of the Florida people. Jolly Roger. Just slap some good old JB Weld. You'll be fine. No. Their aluminum rims doesn't work. I am incensed and heartbroken after learning that a mentally ill client was forced to deliver her baby alone in a jail cell, Finkelstein wrote. Is his cousin named Ray? The kick heard round the world. That was Finkel.
Steen.
No, it was Finkel. Ray Finkel was a place kicker for the Miami Dolphins. Ace Ventura found out that he became Detective Einhorn. Einhorn is a man. That's why Roger Predactor is dead. He found Captain Winky.
Back when Jim Carrey was good.
Parkland shooting is Broward County. Okay. The attorney wrote that Broward Sheriff's Office was aware of the woman's pregnancy since her March arrest on drug charges. He said medical records indicate the baby was not premature or unexpected. That kind of makes it worse.
Yeah.
Sheriff's Office report said, oh, hold on. Where's the button? I don't want to sneeze into the microphone. Okay, I'm good. What? I'm not used to this setup. I like my setup.
It was funny. Where is button? I need to not sneeze into microphone.
Well, wrong window again. God dang it.
What are you doing?
I'm switching between windows, damn it. I have to go to the Hangout window to mute and the what's it called?
Yes, and now you know why I have a hard time getting to the mute button.
Because your computer sucks. I have a mouse, so yeah.
Well, good for you. You can see to use your mouse.
Hi, Brad Young. Bilgewater. I don't doubt JB Weld. I doubt the ability to get my rim off after I put on the JB Weld. What?
Sorry. Ear pain.
Well, why don't you try? It's not that ear. It's the other one. Why don't you try taking that headpiece off you don't have any air pressure?
It's not on my ears.
Yep, Look. Do you need your headset right now? If I'm in the room, do you need your headset?
No, but
it's just habit?
Yeah.
Okay, well, take the habit and stop. You have an inner ear infection, which is causing you very pain. You should not be sitting here. I should be sitting here annoying the hell out of these people because for some reason they think I'm a good person, and I don't know why.
You are a good person. Shut the fuck up.
The sheriff's office released a statement saying an internal affairs investigation was launched 2 days after the birth.
That 2 fucking days? It took 2 days?
It seems so.
Wow.
Child Protective Investigations section was notified, and the baby was placed with an appropriate caregiver, officials said. And as usual, the Sun doesn't like to finish articles.
Does any journalist like to finish articles?
No, it doesn't seem to be when they like the Associated Press. I missed the car problem. What's going on? Brad, I shredded stud number 2 of the weekend as I was putting my tire back on after doing a simple brake change.
And what's even worse?
And Friday, I blew a stud on the highway going 80 miles an hour in far away. So that was fun. And then I got home, switched it out in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what makes this worse because you fixed.
I just changed one, and now I got to do another one on the same fucking hub. Kind of annoying, kind of aggravating. And I wasn't even torquing it. I was just, and it didn't cross thread. It did not cross. All it did was, it was just, I think it had a fracture in it from when the other one broke or whatever caused that. But I figured out it's my control arm. So I'm actually going to start shilling this week. I'm going to do a fundraiser at some point this week because I got to figure out something to do. I'm probably just going to Twitch stream for like 10 hours or something straight next weekend. But if you want to donate, I got to come up with $1,000 to do my entire front suspension. So if anybody wants to give me a hand with that, I can put out more videos. But don't send it to Blind. Send it to my Streamlabs.
Which is streamlabs.com/Pincolo.
Yeah, that's it.
Very simple.
Just send it to mine. It'll go into my PayPal, and I can use that to do more shit. No, that's the thing, Brad. That's the problem. All I was doing was putting the lugs back on, and that one sheared off. That's all it was on this one tonight, and it sheared inside the lug. So now I gotta buy a new stud. It's literally just the stud that sheared off on that hub. The nice thing is, these wheel hubs are actually pretty good. This is an aftermarket, so the studs actually pop out really easily and pop back in real easily. And I'm just using ones off of my last used ones, and they're working. But it's just really fucking irritating that I have to do this again.
And it was so because you're like, oh, look at that! I don't have to buy a new wheel hub.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I saved $200. Yay! Fuck. So yeah, and I have a torque wrench. I got a DeWalt torque wrench. You know, the big one that's like a $200 torque wrench. Yeah, I got that stuff. I have all the right tools. I do all the work right. But you know how it goes.
It's Murphy's Law.
And especially when you buy something used that you find out was a should have been a wreck car, should have been a salvage title, not a fucking used title. I was just going over my paperwork, and they outed themselves on that.
Uh-oh.
What? No, they found a way out. I didn't catch a line of fine print.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So the flood damage and the impact damage that I found, I think from someone driving into a ditch in Quebec. I'm pretty sure I'm set on this as being what the problem is. But the nice thing is there's no frame damage except for the rot at the tail end, which I can deal with. You know how it goes. And then there's the old fashioned, I think what might have happened is I might have over torqued it in the past a couple times, or the shops over torqued it because I just had my tires done, and that's how it goes. But I've also noticed that a lot of the aftermarket parts for bolts, especially, and for studs, are using really shitty material. This thing came off and it looked like a pot metal bolt.
Oh, God.
It like I said, it looked like a grade 4 bolt that would snap instead of a grade 8 or a grade 10. So it's, yeah. Oh, by the way, you understand bolt grades, right? What I mean?
I'm guessing the metal.
It just has to do with how their quality. You never use anything below an 8. You're not supposed to use anything below an 8 technically, but you go 10 to 12s. As high as you fucking can for automotive.
Is it?
Remember
like
when you remember when I changed out the front shocks on the Cobalt and I walked that 2K to the parts place?
Yep.
Just to get 2 bolts?
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of level. Yeah, junk metal. The rest of the hub is fine, but it's just junk metal.
Oh.
Hi, Costin. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Costin.
We're sitting in the same room today because I'm going to smash my computer with a hammer. I think I am. I've realized it's the video. It's the GPU.
We need to get you a new computer, and then we need to have a very cathartic old computer smashing stream. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, hardness. That's it. Thanks, Bilge. I'm fucking stressed and tired. So if you guys correct me, I will accept your corrections. I appreciate it. Y'all know I'm talking the right things. It's just not a fun weekend. Not a fun weekend at all. Couldn't take Alex to his kung fu thing because I was working on the car.
Oh well.
We had a shop over torque a lug. Couldn't move the lug wrench at all. Whoa, that's fun. Grade 8 for all suspension parts on real trucks. Yeah, but I still put 10s in for my light truck. So I will go higher because of the fact I prefer what's the line? Heavy is good. Heavy is great. The line from Snatch where Boris, it's reliable. All right, let's go to the next story from the National Post. Okay, so most of you guys aren't going to give 2 shits because it's Canadian stuff, but the Canadians in the line might like, and you guys are going to see how fucked we are right now. So, as we all know, they put in a federal carbon tax to punish 4 provinces who said no to cap and trade. Well, federal carbon tax legislation is too broad, two judges argue in dissenting opinion.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this is the one. If anybody follows me on Twitter, I put up the last paragraph on this because this really is a freaking wake-up call. I hate how long this article is, though. But
Did
hey,
they take it down like you thought they might?
no, they didn't change anything. They didn't take anything down. It's just quite interesting. If you get too hard, it means it's brittle and might shatter, so I'd stick to 8s. Good point. In certain application, okay. Excuse me. Federal, yeah, I said that already. So basically what ended up happening was the people are not happy about this, and there was a court case brought up about this. So the broad sweeping and potentially abusive powers under federal government's Greenhouse Gas Pollution Act, which is our version of the Green New Deal, fucking idiots, was one major reason for a dissenting opinion from 2 Saskatchewan Court of Appeals judges. They said the act was unconstitutional because it would allow the federal government the power to change the act any way it wanted. The judges noted that the act contained 430 references to the word, quote, prescribed.
Wow.
The definition of which was so broad and open-ended that it allowed the federal government enormous scope.
That's always good.
Oh, yeah. Had to call AAA and he confirmed it was stuck. The shop did fix it and apologized after my husband suggested they check their power wrenches. Yeah. I've stopped using air tools. Just, yeah. The profuse use of the word prescribed in the act is reminiscent of the statement of that egg-shaped philosopher in Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass, who said in a rather scornful tone, "When I use a word, it means just what I choose it to mean.
Yep.
Neither more nor less."
Yep.
They said Part 1 grants sweeping legislative lawmaking power to the executive branch of the federal government to adapt or modify the statute itself, including the power to adapt and modify any provision and to redefine words and expressions already defined in the statute.
Wow.
That's legal.
So here's this law, and fuck all the other laws in the country. This law is now law.
These provisions not only usurp the legislative role of Parliament, but create the disturbing potential for an off-the-books widening of the practical and legal scope of the Act and of its effects as and whenever the policies or objectives of the executive branch of the federal government change. The impact on the provinces of any such future widening and potentially unlimited blah, 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 blah. The judges said the act was not in accordance with the Constitution Act of 1869.
It's not.
That's right. This is both the heart and the lifeblood of Confederation. The balance of power struck under the Constitution Act 1867 was critical to the formation of Canada and remains critical to our continued Confederation. Yes.
You know what's really amusing?
What?
50% of the provinces that are being punished are 2 of the provinces that helped make the country.
No, and now they're talking about how federalism demands that a balance be struck, yada, yada. The government had urged that the carbon tax needed to be imposed for the, quote, peace, order, and good government of Canada. Oh, God, that hurts. For the people.
Wait, we need to pay carbon tax?
Yeah, the government had argued that the carbon tax needed to be imposed for the peace, order, and good government of Canada.
We were waging war with gasoline?
Yes, so.
And
so it's not about the air pollution. It's not about
house-
air quality or air pollution. It's about peace, order, and good government.
We were waging war with filling up our cars and heating our houses. Got it.
Yeah, I said that. It's a war against the middle and lower class that he said he was not against. Remember that whole campaign? I'm for the middle class. This is some happy horse shit. Yes, it is, Pross. It really is.
Yep.
Oh. They added the act pervades the life and economy of each province it affects. It unilaterally imposes federal policy in place of provincial policy on the same matter, a matter over which the provinces have exclusive jurisdiction. The act sets forth an approach to greenhouse gases mitigation that hinders a province's ability to fashion its own. Yes, because we're supposed to control our own. He's at war. He's at war with the dinosaurs. He's at war with everybody. It's really funny. Like, he called the opposition leader. You don't call the opposition leader a Nazi.
That's just stupid.
I can't believe he fucking did that. Like, I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
He supports white supremacy. He holds platforms with neo-Nazis and very bad conservative people like Faith Goldie. Even though,
Faith Goldie's a provincial
yeah,
person.
that's the whole thing. Oh, he went to 2 conferences that she was at and was speaking at.
Oh no.
Yes, like PewDiePie. If they follow you, you're a Nazi. They're Nazis too. Only Nazis follow Nazis. Having determined that the government's fuel, this one. Okay, this is actually what I did. This is what I cut out. Having determined that the government's, quote, fuel levy was in fact a tax, the 2 judges said this also violated the Constitution. You guys in the States have something written into your Constitution about taxation without representation, something like that?
We don't.
That's kind of what this is, I think. The formula used to calculate the rate of levy was initially set by Parliament. That's federal. But the executive branch of the federal government is not bound by what Parliament has set. The federal cabinet has the authority to amend and redefine any aspect of the tax to its whim.
Awesome.
This, the judges said, was a recipe for abuse.
You think? Thank you, Captain Hindsight and Captain Obvious. What else can I do for you?
Oh man, this is too good. At war with reality. That's our Justine. Very little Brian. The very little brain. Yes, very true. Actually, I think it's hilarious that our policy, our federal policy has their own Twitter page. Like Canadian Foreign Policy has their own Twitter page. And they were saying how what was it they said? We condemn Hamas attacking Gaza.
I saw that.
Yeah, right? Well, and then Justin Trudeau puts out that fucking Ramadan tweet right after.
I saw that one too.
Right fucking after.
I saw you quoted him and said, "Oh, don't you mean Ramadan worshippers?"
Oh, wow, more Honkler shit. I guess this is fucking clown world. I am actually embracing that meme because you know what? I can't say any of this other shit that these people are saying is at all good.
Yeah, I know.
Because every single fucking thing they say, you want to punch them and go, be smarter. They have no idea about how economics work. They have no idea how judiciary works.
No.
They have no idea what the fucking law is. Why? My mommy said I'm cool. My mom said I don't have to listen to you. Like here's an interesting one. Okay, so this is from Michelle Mendel. Like in Ontario, like everyone talks about, oh, you Canadians are so liberal, blah 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 blah. That's where the problem lies. No parity between the legislative branch and the executive. It's teetering on the edge of imperial rule. Now listen to this headline. Law Society of Ontario taken over by right-wing fundamentalist religious zealots.
I'm sure.
Oh, man. Where is it? I just want to find one thing because this is a long fucking article. We have some religious folk, Christians, Catholics, Jews. I don't know everybody's religious persuasion. We have people from across the political spectrum who oppose compelled speech. This is the fucking level of insanity. Okay, let's just go right to the top. Some lawyers are raising the alarm about a slate of new directors to the Law Society of Ontario. This is your thing. You love the Law Society, right?
I do.
Well, you know more about law than I do.
That doesn't mean I love the Law Society.
Well, you should talk to your friend about that. Your mom was wrong. Your mom was fat.
What did that mean principal from Matilda say? Your mom is an idiot.
I had a teacher tell me that once. The only religious zealots I could think of go to a Little Mouse on the Prairie. Oh, that's a horrible show. Terrible show. The convocation is 28 new benchers, directors, 22 of which are on a slate that was being promoted by a group of right-wing fundamentalist religious zealots who, in my words, are one-trick ponies.
Wait, what do you mean on a slate?
Because apparently some of these new directors are opposed to abortion rights and same-sex marriage.
Okay, well, in this day and age, get used to same-sex marriage. Sorry. No, seriously.
That's fine.
I think we've all figured out that
Right, but
if
you got to
the
realize
gays want to
when
suffer, let them suffer.
when they say these people are anti-gay marriage, you do realize it's just people that go, "Oh, gay marriage." That's all it is. It's not that they're against it. They're stupid.
No, there are some people who still think gay marriage ruins families, which is I don't know. I just think bad relationships ruin families, to be honest with you.
Oh, that was the former Law Society director, Prospero, that called the 22 religious zealots one-trick ponies. The profession will now be regulated in a manner to promote the beliefs of those who now form the majority and include people on the record for being anti-abortion and anti-gay. What if they're not are they anti-bi?
And what did they say that made them anti-gay? And
They won't say it. I doubt they're going to say it, but we'll find out. The London lawyer warned many of his profession had no idea who they were electing to the board of directors.
Well, okay, so then obviously they didn't say anything very bad, or else people would know.
To be blunt, we have a slate of no-names who provided only minimal personal information on their election website.
Okay, what unit of measurement?
I'm going to stay with this voice. This is fun.
What unit of measurement is a slate?
I don't know. It's like a pallet of Cheez-Its.
Or a hammock of cake? Or a desk of, what was it?
It was a desk of Cheez-Its.
That's right. It was a desk of Cheez-Its. And a hammock of cake.
The contentious
and a slate of members.
The contentious election last month to choose 40 directors or benchers to the Law Society's board saw more than half come to the fully selected Stop-Sop slate, a group that ran on its determination to repeal the Society's controversial requirement for a compulsory, quote, statement of principles. Now, this is a fun voice.
Okay, why? Every time I hear a slate of members, I'm picturing just people nailed by their shoulders to a giant chalkboard.
Prospero, I'm waiting for the quote, right side of history part of this moral fagging. Is the voice appropriate? I think the voice is appropriate. They argued the regulator's requirement that every lawyer now acknowledge their, quote, obligation to promote equality, diversity, and inclusion was an unacceptable mandate that, quote, compels speech and infringes freedom of thought and conscience and imposes a political litmus test for the practice of law in Ontario. It's a weird slate, noted well-known lawyer Clayton Ruby, I never heard of you, who was a bencher for 40 years. A significant number of them are people who have right-wing religious views and little else to recommend them to office. In the past, he said, benchers are well-known leaders of the profession.
Then why did you vote 22 people who you didn't know who they were?
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh. Why would you? Okay, if they're usually well-known leaders in their profession, why would you vote for people you've never heard of?
I don't know. The Stop-Sop group includes several lawyers on the losing end of the Trinity Western University fight against the Law Society, which refuses to accredit the proposed Christian law school because its convent bans students from sexual intimacy that violates the sacredness of marriage between a man and a woman.
Okay, that's
It's a Christian law school.
No, but that's still technically breaks the charter.
Yeah, except for one problem. New bencher, Gerard P. Charrat. With a C, not an S.
Oh, damn.
Charret, then it would be. Gerard Charret. Any relation to, what's the Frenchie's name? There was a Charret that was a pain in the ass for years. A Windsor lawyer, an ordained Roman Catholic permanent deacon, unsuccessfully sought to intervene in support of TWU at the Supreme Court. When did the world get so stupid?
As opposed to a temporary deacon?
Yeah? It's a deacon light.
Substitute deacon?
The deacon of tempness.
A part-time deacon?
Get the temp deacon in. Does he play the guitar? No, he likes to play movies.
Special movies.
Like VeggieTales.
Yes.
New bencher Phil Horgan is president of the Catholic Civil Rights League. He's on record opposing the same-sex marriage law.
Told you these people still exist.
Well, yeah, but they can't call them religious zealots.
No.
Like the concern I have is that not all of the stop-sop benchers might actually roll back some of the equality and diversity. They're not going to do any of that shit. We will be watching. I'll be watching you.
I was going to say.
Okay, I got to find something funnier. This is driving me nuts. The Verge. Did everybody heard about the phone? Everybody hear the phone thing?
Could you be any more famous?
Okay, so OnePlus, Google put out their new phone. Some company put out their new phone. I think it's Google. But it's the OnePlus, okay? They basically just take a phone and throw it in a bucket of water in their video.
Okay.
It's like this whole stupid movie. Federal education didn't help. It's a petri dish of stupid.
Yep.
So they put this video of this showing you can drop your phone in a 5-gallon pail of water. They just show it of the phone falling in.
Okay.
Today, OnePlus posted a teaser video of its flagship phone falling into a bucket of water. Quote, water-resistant ratings for phones cost you money, quote, reads the text that pops up on screen. We bought something less expensive instead. The spot clearly implies that OnePlus 7 Pro will have some level of water resistance, even if the company hasn't gone through the formal IP certification process. You fucking idiots. This is what COG was talking about. Pause the video during the last few moments and note the fine print at the bottom. Water resistance under optimal test conditions. OnePlus makes no guarantees regarding water and liquid resistance. This is too fucking funny. And just like other smartphone makers, even those that do have IP67 and IP68 certification, that's the water stuff.
Mm-hmm.
OnePlus notes that water damage is not covered under its standard warranty. You fucking dolts. What was meant to evoke excitement for the latest OnePlus device has instead flustered some of the company's fans.
Yeah.
Who point to the rising cost of OnePlus phones each year as ample reason to seek proper certification, just like Samsung, Apple, LG, Google, and others.
Good God.
But wrong stream there. All you need. I don't have those special things set up that Satsu does. He typed in the exclamation point boss for the to try it. We're not giving away games. I'm sorry.
I wish we were, but we're not.
We know that an IP rating would be the simplest way to prove our phone's capability, but the certification doesn't help us communicate our focus on your real experience, which is why we created this direct and relatable video to show you what our water-resistant quality can actually bring to you in your real life in more powerful way. If I drop your phone in a lake, it will go. That's what's going to happen. Fuck off. Never stopped improving our design and going through tests to make sure you can finally experience our water-resistant quality. True enough, there are plenty of videos on YouTube of past OnePlus phones surviving spills and dunks without immediate problems. There's a key word.
Immediate problems.
Without immediate problems. I don't remember any of this stuff when I was in school, and I spent 12 years collectively in university. That's because all this shit started showing up in the last 10 years. This is the problem. When we were all in school, we were the last bastion of sanity that went through the schools. Our teachers were all kick-ass. And then our teachers all got shit-canned, and they put these new teachers in that are bags of rocks. That have to... They are Miss Hoover.
Yep.
Like, seriously. If you take a look at the... I'm going to put my phone down for a minute because I'm going to talk with my hands for a second. If you take Miss Hoover and the episode of The Simpsons where Lisa steals all of the books, all of the teacher's editions, that is what we are currently sitting in. If you take the teacher's editions away from a majority of these teachers, they will have no fucking clue what they're doing.
Yep.
That's insulting to bags of rocks. Well, I'd say sacks of cats, but sacks of cats can be useful for disposing of hobos.
Or cat launchers. You can put them in cat launchers.
I have 5% left. That's not good.
Dear.
Well,
where's your charger?
Upstairs in our room.
Of course it is.
It's not my fault.
Yes, it is your fault.
How is that my fault?
Because it's your charger.
Oh, okay. I like rocks. Okay. Okay. Communitech laying off workers after provincial cuts. This is.
Well, then maybe they should do better budgeting.
That's what I said. That's what I told them directly, didn't I?
Okay, Robax is set. You can start working.
Well, go take some rum. That might help kick it in a little bit.
Now.
Take a shot of rum. Might help.
Honey, I'm about ready to go take the last of that T2 I have.
You can't take T2 and Robaxer said it'll kill you. It might fry your liver. Don't forget also, you need to call the doctor tomorrow and make it up and make that and make that
I left a voicemail with them. They'll have to call me first thing in the morning.
Okay. Can you grab me a glass of water while you're away?
Yeah.
Thank you. Alrighty, let's read about Tom Arnold. Because, everyone loves Tom Arnold. From Star Political. Arnold's wife says she is divorcing him because of Trump. Everyone knows how okay, Pinky, now I'm worried. I'm going back to an ME certification. Alrighty. So everyone knows Tom Arnold is like completely obsessed with Donald Trump, worse than the Krasensteins. Like fucking deranged levels. According to divorce filings, there were 2 major addictions that led to Tom Arnold's that led to Tom Arnold's separation from his wife, Ashley Grossman. How's Tom still alive? Opioids? The first was Arnold's noted addiction to drugs, and the other is his addiction to going after Donald Trump. Ashley Grossman Arnold, that's a stupid name, just filed documents obtained by the blast. In her ongoing divorce with Tom, asking for the court to establish child custody and support as well as spousal support for herself. She's taking $6,800 a month for her 2 children, as well as $9,000 a month in spousal support. So let's see, that's $15,000. She's basing those numbers off of Tom's reported 2017 income of $604,000 a year. So 2 years ago is what she's basing that off of. Fucking Christ. In her declaration, Ashley goes into great detail about the marital struggles she endured with the, quote, True Lies star. He was in way more than just True Lies. And he wasn't even the star in True Lies. He was a fucking support character. I already don't like you. And can constantly points to his alleged drug abuse as reason for the split. Is this going to be the first divorce as TDS as a cause? Well, since Rosie didn't really marry anybody, so yeah, this might actually be the first case of TDS caused divorce.
Holy fuck.
What? Where's their water?
I put water in there.
How much did you put in here?
A full cup?
And you put a full cup? Are you that much of an optimist? Because this glass is half full.
But I filled it.
This is a half full glass. You see, people, the blind think the cup is full. Meanwhile, it's only less than half.
Are you showing them a thing when the camera's off?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm half naked in my boxers. I'm not going to sit there and put the camera on and blind these people.
Well, then how come you said C? Like you're showing them a cup of water.
Hello, wall. Can I meet my face to you? Thank you. Tom is, and always will be a second banana. He was a fucking supporting actor in that goddamn movie. He was not the star of True Lies.
I forgot he was in True Lies.
I can never forget that he's in True Lies because he actually does a pretty good job in True Lies. But still, I digress. Instead, Ashley moved out and rented a home during the divorce proceedings, but claims Tom's communications with me throughout these dissolution proceedings has been hostile and accusatory. And then there's a petition in the middle of the page. Impeach Representative Omar. Sign the petition.
Alrighty then.
I had hoped that things would cool down after I moved out, but that has not been the case.
Did she just say she would hope that things would get better after she left?
Yep.
How does that work exactly?
I don't know. They all say that. I thought things would be better after I left.
How do you leave somebody and then think things will get better?
Because it's a lie, flat out. That's why.
Here, I'm gonna break your heart, and then things will get better.
Irrational and crazy during the sessions. This is she also said at therapy, Tom was, quote, irrational and crazy during the sessions, which proved to be worthless as Tom did the exact opposite of everything we discussed during our sessions. Since separation, Tom has continued to engage in non-child-centered conduct and abuse of prescription drugs.
What does non-child-centered conduct mean?
I don't know. He doesn't want to talk to the kids?
Then why didn't
He turned out to
just
be
say that?
He turned out to not be a bad actor, just not the thing is, Tom Arnold was not bad in any of his roles he portrayed. I actually liked him in I don't know if anybody remembers the movie Carpool. That was an awesome movie. With the little kid in the back, the frog kid. Like he has done a bunch of good movies. Like when even when him and Roseanne split, it wasn't this fucking crazy. Don't forget that he was Roseanne's first husband.
Yep.
Or no.
He was her husband.
What? Yeah, I know that, but I'm trying to remember. Was it
I think second.
Was it
husband.
Barr or Arnold she married first? I can't remember now. Wow, it's like 30 years ago though, so it's like killing me. Because she married him back in the Roseanne days.
Who?
Roseanne. When Roseanne married Tom Arnold and became Roseanne Arnold.
Yeah.
And then from Roseanne Barr.
Okay, and then she went back to Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. And there was a hyphen in there at one point, at some time. There was a hyphen. I know too much of this crap. Let's see here. Barr, yeah. Barr was the first husband? Okay. What was her maiden name, Prospero? Do you remember? I can't remember. It's Tom Arnold. He's batshit crazy. Of course he is. But he's... let's see here. He's continuing on child... Tom's fixation on taking down Donald Trump was an ongoing issue in our marriage. She said of Tom and his show on Viceland about finding the supposed Trump tapes. Oh, yeah, the tapes.
Oh, God.
The secret tapes. You can take that to the bank. That's all I think of when I hear about the Trump tapes. That's a line from a Steven Seagal movie. Not on Deadly Ground. One of the ones that you hate that I own.
Under Siege?
Nope, not Under Siege. Under Siege. No, Under Siege was a different one. Arnold was number 2 in more ways than one. No, fuck. God damn it. The movie that he was in. Oh, well, fuck it. I can't remember. Either way, for the past 2 years, it has consumed his life and presented numerous safety issues for our family, she said.
You want me to go get your charger?
I'll hear it. Yes, because I'm at like 4%.
Okay.
And she said in therapy, Tom was irrational and crazy during the sessions, but proved worthless. Where am I? Taking down Trump. It took me to a different article, so now I got to find it. There it is.
I hate when that happens.
She also...
Ow.
Don't do that.
Obviously. I'm fine, by the way.
It's okay. It was a mirror. You okay?
No, actually, I'm not. That
How bad?
really hurt.
What'd you do? Hit your ear?
No, I hit my head, which jarred my ear.
Okay. I don't know why you climbed under the soundproofing instead of pushing your chair back, though. I have no idea why she did that. Okay, anyway. Barr is the maiden name, sorry. She was married to Ben Thomas, then Arnold. All Steven Seagal movies are awful. No, they're not all awful. Not all of them. Executive Decision was a great movie because he was only in it for about 5 minutes and then he died because he punched John Leguizamo. She also said that Tom lied to the Secret Service about firearms being in his house when he was paid a visit after one of his threats to President Trump. Tom told the Secret Service he did not have any guns in our home. This is untrue. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all, Tommy boy. Then going through tweets. Don't care. I got a yawn. I'm sorry. Yee-hoo. All right. Facebook has greatly reduced the... Oh. Really? That's the end of the story? You stupid... Wow. Okay, that's the end of the story, people. I'm sorry. She walked into a mirror. Did you see yourself coming? No, for some reason, she decided to crawl underneath the soundproofing instead of just pushing her seat. back 2 feet and twisting. So I'm not going to rip on her too much because she's obviously not feeling well. Can't do that to her. She gets mad. She'll kill me in my sleep. She will too. We all know it. Let's see here. Oh, let's talk about the Sultan of Brunei. The Sultan of Brunei. Hey, Brandy! Get my eating britches on. We going to Brunei. All right. Brunei says it will not enforce the death penalty for gay sex and dramatic U-turn after widespread criticism. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Brunei said they were going to start throwing them off rooftops. Did you hear about the Sultan of Brunei?
How he said he was going to not throw the gays off rooftops anymore?
Pretty much. Yeah, he's rescinded. He's decided.
Plug it into my laptop. It's not going to reach the wall.
Here's a small problem with that.
What?
Where am I supposed to plug it into your laptop when the mic's plugged into your USB port? Oh, there's another USB port.
Right there.
I thought that was a USB-C port because it's a Mac and they suck. Okay, got it. Don't worry, I won't kill you while you're sleeping. No, she will, though. But yeah, so from now on, roll your seat backwards and then turn. And you won't have that problem. Okay?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm in that much pain.
So then go to bed. Go to bed.
Go to bread?
No, go to bed.
Okay, I will go to bread.
Okay. Okay, go to bed. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I'm not sure if there will be a blind in the special tomorrow. Or Jesus
There won't be a
Christ.
blind in the special tomorrow.
I'm
We know
not
that.
sure if there will be a coffee stream tomorrow because I may have a doctor's appointment. I'm waiting for them to call me back tomorrow morning, and I asked them for an emergency one. So if I have to go at noon, I have to go at noon. So I will watch Twitter. I'm leaving you guys with Pincalo. Don't kill him.
Do you want to just end it?
Huh?
It's 11 o'clock. I mean, if you want to
were
make
in
this...
the middle of the story, dude.
No, I wasn't. I literally just read the headline. I mean, I'm sure the people won't mind if you need to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I can stay on for a few minutes. It's okay. Like, I'm sure these people will want to talk with me, but I doubt it.
Stop that.
No. I'm hated on the internet. Nobody talks to me. It's good. I'm happy that way. Brunei has announced it will not enforce the death penalty for gay sex. No butt stuff.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Oh, it's a crayon.
There's a few of them down there, apparently.
Thank you, Logan.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a... Oh, okay. I'm dead after working. So, you know what, guys? I'm actually going to boot off tonight, too. It's 11 o'clock, so everybody enjoy yourselves. I am exhausted. That's screw it. I'll do one more for you guys. Oh, I'm tired, but if I'm not going to go to bed. This is the problem. My brain doesn't want to stop. I'm going to say something stupid because I don't say smart things. But I've only got 2 more stories left anyway.
Yeah, we'll finish the stories then.
All right, so I'll read the Brunei one for you people because, you know, everybody's here.
Have a good night, you guys. Keep an eye on Twitter for coffee stream updates.
So this is from 9 hours ago. Jen, she's gone. And I'm on a Mac. God, I hate Macs.
Do not break my computer.
I can't make any promises. I won't break your computer much. Brunei provoked an uproar when it rolled out its interpretation of Islamic laws, or Sharia, on April 3rd, punishing sodomy, adultery, and rape with death, including by stoning, and not the fun kind of stoning. Brunei goes progressive. They're taking the Iranian method of going to progression. You know, at least like they can't do what the Ukraine said and go, oh, we don't have gays here. What do you mean? There's no gays here. They can't say that because, well, it's Brunei. But in a rare response to criticism levied at the country, oh god damn it! Sorry, people. But in a rare response to criticism levied at the country, the Sultan said the death penalty would not be imposed in the implementation of the Sharia Penal Code order. Some crimes already command the death penalty in Brunei, including premeditated murder and drug trafficking, but no executions have been carried out since the 1990s. They were just looking for a reason to pull that sword back out. I'm aware. Where we are? Here we go. I am aware that there are many questions and misperceptions. I can't do that voice and try and read, God damn it. With regard to the implementation of the SPCO. However, we believe that once these have been cleared, the merit of the law will be evident. There is no merit in that law, you idiots. The Sultan said in a speech ahead of the start of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan! As evident, far more than 2 decades, we have practiced a de facto moratorium on the execution of death penalty for cases under the common law. This will also be applied to cases under the SPCO. Then why even put it in there? If you're going to say, we're going to murder you if you're gay, and then say, oh, but we're not going to murder you because you're gay, because we don't do that. It doesn't work that way. The massively wealthy Sultan, who once piloted his own 747 to meet former American President Barack Hussein Obama, often faces criticism from activists who deem his absolute monarchy to be despotic. But it is unusual for him to respond. I'm getting stoned now, enjoying it. Do I pass it around? I'm good. I got working on mine right now because I haven't had any in a while, and I'm not the greatest of freaking moves about this shit today. Just wanted to put my brakes on. That was it. But now I got to do so much. So that's streamlabs.com/Pink Aloe. If you guys would like to help me build up my vehicle. Because I'm going to be that way tonight. Monarchy or dictatorship? Despot. That's the law's implementation, which the United Nations condemned, sparked celebrities and rights organizations to seek a boycott on hotels owned by the Sultan, including the Dorchester in London and the Beverly Hills Hotel in LA. Ooh. Several multinational companies have since put a ban on staff using the Sultan's hotels. Some travel companies have stopped promoting Brunei as a tourist destination. The Police Federation, which represents more than 120,000 officers in England and Wales, up to the rank of Chief Inspector, also lent its support by moving its annual Bravery Awards away from the Dorchester Hotel. Oh, so I guess boycotts work. Under international human rights law, corporal punishment in all its forms, such as stoning, amputation, or whipping, constitutes torture and or cruel, inhumane, or degrading punishment, which is barred in all circumstances. Then why are we still allowing shithole countries to do it? Oh, right. Progressivism. That's why. So did anybody hear about the Russian plane that kind of blew up when it was landing today? It happened about an hour ago. Well, this afternoon. But at least 40 people dead after burning plane lands at Moscow airport. And yes, I can say it like this because, you know. Jen T. Maxey, hello and welcome. Hi, Peter. It's Peter Almond. Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you today? I hope all is well. The Sukhoi SSJ-100, operated by national airline Aeroflot, had 73 passengers and 5 crew members on board when it touched down and sped down the runway, spewing huge flames and black smoke. Helena Markovskaya, a spokeswoman for Russian investigative committee, said early Monday that 41 people were killed, but Health Minister Veronika Skvorotsa said later that 38 survived, implying the death toll was 40. Huh? This is some weird Russian nesting doll shit. It was 38. No, it was 40. No, it was 41. And why do I sound like a German? I do not know. Maybe we should look into this. Aye. Oh, that's not Peter Almond? Oh, I'm the Australian Peter. Hello, other Peter. There's too many Peters. Not enough pens. The victims included one member of the crew and at least 2 teenagers, according to the investigative committee. Goddamn phone. How dare you breed proximity badgers? This is the contravention of international law regarding weapons of mass destruction. Leave my badgers alone. I like my badgers. Because I don't need no stinking badgers. The airport said, I got to make that shirt. By the way, the Teespring store is kind of being built up. But yeah, that's the other thing. I'm making a Teespring store, but I'm kind of pissed off. See, what happened was I put on a pair of leggings on there. You know, because I women like leggings. And I'm like, okay, cool. You can put delivery driver on one side and courier down the other. 60 fucking bucks they want to charge people for that shit. I do not agree to that. I disagree with that. So I'm not going to put the leggings up. I'll put t-shirts and sweaters up with some more wordings. But yeah. Video broadcast later on Russian television showed flames, yada yada. Woo. So it's a problematic plane that crashed because it's probably poor maintenance. This is the second fatal accident involving an SSJ-100 in 2012. A demonstration flight in Indonesia struck a mountain. Okay, I shouldn't laugh at that. All right. Last story for me, because I am actually getting more tired than I thought. What were... God damn it. I'm not going to read that one. Let's find a different one. What's this one? What's the CBC article? Sri Lanka Catholics celebrate Mass via TV amid new warnings. And this is actually from today, not from last week. I'll make this my titular article, or whatever people call it, the titty article. The article of the titties. Churches remain closed 2 weeks after Easter Sunday bombings killed more than 250. A bit steep, Peter? No, that's not a bit steep. That's highway fucking robbery. And I don't agree with that. I completely disavow charging that fucking much. Because, for instance, if I go to Fabletics, it's like 2 for 25 bucks or something like that, which I'll just get her. I will spread my Canadian treachery everywhere. Because I cannot drive. Sri Lankan Catholics celebrated Sunday Mass in their homes for a second week as churches remain closed amid fears of possible fresh attacks by Islamic extremists. Hey, they named them. Good job. Cardinal Malcolm Ranjith, the Archbishop of Colombo. Not gonna laugh. Not gonna make a joke. I'm not gonna make a Peter Falk joke. Did he have to talk like this and have a big cigarette in his hand as he went to be the Archbishop of Colombo? And did he have to talk and act? God damn it. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. I miss Peter Falk. Okay. A letter from Pope Francis answered to him was read out at the end of the service, in which the pontiff said he prayed that, heart hardened by hatred, may yield to his will for peace and reconciliation among all his children. No, I will not learn to read, and your treachery knows no bounds. At St. Anthony's Shrine in Colombo, one of the sites targeted by Easter suicide bombings that killed 257 people, a mass was celebrated for a small group of children as a means for inner healing. That's sad. The Reverend said before the Mass that prayers will be offered not only for the victims of violence survivors, Catholics, and the country as a whole, also for those suicide... Really? No, don't pray for them. Fuck them. They're going to pray for the suicide bombers too. Hey. He started smoking cigars because of him. That's funny. That's too funny. He was the original skeptic. Like, really, Columbo was the greatest. Him and Quincy. I miss watching Quincy. Quincy was good. For anybody that doesn't know, Quincy was a coroner, and it was actually a really good show. Uh-oh. I hear footsteps. She might be coming to kill me, guys. I don't know. I think she's coming to get me. Oh well. All right, back to the story. Back to the news. The coordinated bombings targeted churches and 3 luxury hotels. Wow, I didn't know the hotels got hit. Sri Lankan nationalists with links to the IS. Catholic schools have been closed. All government schools are to reopen Monday for grade 6 and up. Police have announced they will search the premises of all schools Sunday. This is pretty bad. This is what a fear state looks like. For your own good, we have decided to close down those institutions. And that's the end of the story. That's kind of sad. I am not... That's not good. Not good at all. What's the story I sent her? Oh, god damn it. Oh, here we go. This is the... I know Blind didn't read this one. I sent this one to her. Okay. Last one. People need to be told that expressing hate online is illegal. The Justice Committee hears. This hurts my brain. People inclined to express hatred online need to be educated about the consequences of their words. Members of Parliament heard Thursday. Information campaigns should go both ways, informing people how to report a hateful incident, but also educating potential perpetrators about the laws that may be breaking. Said NDP party MP Tracy Ramsey. God damn it, stop it. You're supposed to be smarter than this. I don't think a lot of people are expressing this online are aware that they're doing could be criminal behavior. Yeah, apparently hate speech is, long story. She told the House of Commons Justice Committee that she sees a lot of public information campaigns on bus shelters and newspapers, for example, about issues like marijuana legalization, but not for education on how to report hate crime. Because hate crime is too broad of a fucking subject, you twit. That could be considered a hate crime. Representatives from a variety of groups agreed that public awareness was vital to make sure people report these incidences. The testimony was part of an effort by MPs to study online hate after a recent jump in incidence notices by Stats Canada, which, here's a funny thing about that Stats Canada bullshit increase of 47%. More agencies were reporting than not before. That's why. And it's also a result of a spike in nonviolent hate crimes in 2016 and 2017, so fuck off. Mukbir Singh, the president of World Sikh Organization of Canada, said there is real concern in the Sikh community, especially in the wake of an arrest in British Columbia after comments were made about a pressure cooker bomb at Surrey's Vaskik parade last week. Okay. Unfortunately, instances of violence and hatred are not new for the Sikh community. You guys are a little more tolerable than everybody else that comes in, so you kind of can't talk shit like that. And you guys are putting up temples like more than the fucking Muslims are, so... and your temples are fucking huge. Like Crystal Cathedral level of huge. And they're made of, like, marble and shit, so, yeah, no. Go away. Liberal MP Nathaniel Smith, vice chair of the Privacy and Ethics Committee, which also studied the issue, said in an interview that anti-defamation and hate speech laws are difficult to police online. Yes, because of their broad scope. Woo, excuse me. Which encourages some people to behave as if there are no laws. Well, yeah, that's not true, because it's bullshit, because hate speech laws are too broad of a fucking subject to define. We've all been over this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. But then again, this is the same government that has made it so we now go off of a vegan-based fucking food program. Fuck you people. I'll eat my steak. You know, I ate 4 pounds of steak for dinner yesterday, and I feel great. In a perfect world, people would be accountable for their own actions and words. We are held accountable. That's what civil action is for. The problem is when the government gets involved to control the fucking speech and profit from it in the process. Need to be... Wait, what? But social media platforms that allow this kind of behavior and profit from it in the process need to be held accountable too. Okay, I can see where this is going. The real conversation, what we're really looking at, is just enforcing existing laws, which are unconstitutional because you people have not defined what hate speech is in a proper scope. Go take some NyQuil. Well, no. See, too many pylons will fry you, so go to bed. Sometimes there is legislation there, but people don't understand it. They don't know their rights because we have a charter, you fucking twits. And hate speech laws are against the charter. Laws around online hate need to be communicated to the community in language that is acceptable and inclusive. Most millennials are already complete soft cocks. Imagine the next generation, the one after that. It's going to be illegal to frown at someone of color. Yeah, Peter, you're not wrong. If you look at your country and the way that like Melbourne and everything treats a certain demographic of people who commit like a large amount of offenses, I can see it. Like I said, I actually put it out there. I weep for our children for what they have to fight against. Like, this is bad. But on the upside, if you look at like Blind's sister and the younger generations beyond this stupid blip of retardation that we have, it's kind of a silver lining in the future, but not the kind that we're all kind of hoping for. Things are going to change, but it's not going to be the way everybody wants. It's not going to be the way anybody wants, actually. The change that we're going to face is going to be something that's going to be completely worse. And that's because nobody wants to agree on the simple things. Here, how about instead of disagreeing on all the shit, just coordinate the shit that you agree on and things will be better. It'll all balance itself out. But no, it doesn't work that way because you people are fucking idiots. They've been buoyed or bolstered by the idea that there are other people in the world that feel the same way. Oh, wait, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church. Ugh. These online connections introduce a wave of legitimacy, and that's a very key problem. Yes, because you're going to attack the free speakers next. There are very few who acknowledge that their actions or speech are motivated by hate, because none of our actions or speech are motivated by hate. They would not acknowledge themselves to be a hateful person. I'm tempted to quote Dr. Phil that you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Oh, fuck off. Really? You don't understand the rest of what Dr. Phil said in that statement then, you fucking dolt? Because it just goes down to you can't fix stupid, but you can actually give them the tools to fix themselves. Ramsey said it was extremely disturbing that white there's that word, white nationalists are reported to be Discord. Oh, white nationalists are reported to be organizing violent acts on Discord. Any bets as to what that's a reference to? Anyone? A chat app for gamers, for example. Fuck's sakes. Liberal MP Colin Fraser said the problem was complicated by state actors looking to sow disharmony and division in Canada with online hate speech. This is the shit I got to fight against up here. David Matas, the senior legal counsel for Binai Burt, said that's something Jewish people experience around the world, especially with regards to Holocaust denial. It could require a global effort to combat it. What the fuck? Oh, man, this hurts my fucking head. This is painful. This is painful to read. When you're dealing with international phenomena, you need international assistance. Well, here's an idea. When you're calling all the people around you crazy, you might want to look at yourself. Benai Breath revealed last week that it had recorded 2,041 incidents of anti-Semitism in Canada. Here's a funny thing about that 2,041 number. I think 2,040 of them were fake, which is a 16% increase over the previous years of false hate crimes. 80% of those incidents took place on online platforms like Facebook and Twitter. And that's the end of that atrocious article. And these people don't understand what they want. This is the problem. It's a simple fact. You people need to fix your brains and understand that it's because we disagree and we say things, it doesn't come from a hateful place ever. You bunch of fucking soft sacks. See, that's not hate speech. That's me telling you the truth. The truth is not hate. The truth shall set you free. This sounds like a nightmare. Move aside horizontal video. Samsung releases $21,000 vertical TV. Oh, fuck off, really? Ew, really? Just for those people that don't know how to take fucking video. The world's first vertical television designed for social media addicted millennials will be released next month by Samsung. Named Zero, SERO, the 43-inch screen pivots from horizontal to vertical I got news for you people. These have existed for a long time. Allowing viewers to watch television on a screen with the same shape as their smartphones. Oh, fuck's sakes. This is what people want. They want us to sit in front of these things. Videos filmed from vertical smartphone screens have become popular among social media users. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. It's because people can't hold their fucking phones. More than 500 million people use Instagram's stories feature every day. No, they don't. Which allows users to share videos and photographs with their friends and followers. The 21,000 Zero goes on sale next month in South Korea. Samsung's new television has 4.1 channels, 60-watt speakers, and can be controlled by the company's virtual assistant, Bixby. The company said the new televisions could be used for shopping channels to broadcast vertically with information about products displayed beneath, for example. Oh, it's a commercialization tool. Shocking. Social media users questioned the usefulness of the vertical alignment. I never liked vertical videos. This sounds like a nightmare, wrote one person. Another said, nobody wants this, because nobody does. One social media user came up with an alternative use for the television, though. Handy if lying on the sofa. No, it's not. This is not the first time the firm has unveiled an unusual design. In January, Samsung announced The Wall, a 75-inch television comprising tiles that can be locked together to expand or reduce the size of the screen. What a stupid thing. LG is expected to release a new 65-inch television this year that can be vertically unrolled when needed. Why? You fucking people. Okay, here's the funniest thing. All of these gimmicks are so freaking hilarious. Like, I remember when I was in the tech world, and I used to work at motorcycle shows as well. Like, these screens existed then. When you would go to car shows, you would see vertical screens with data on them, with information. It doesn't need to be a special television for this shit. This is all a cash grab. Disney rivaling Netflix with its own streaming service to launch in November. Not going to that one. My head hurts. Time is it? 5 more minutes. Who wants to ask some questions? Ask questions. Questions. Go. Trudeau's racism standards will make fear and hatred. Yes, they will. But yeah, disturbing. No. Okay, that's kind of terrifying. Disturbing video of children speaking of chopping heads in Arabic on social media was not vetted, says the Muslim Society. Yeah, I'm sure it was, you people. Guaranteed it was. It was vetted. All right. I need something funny. Funny news. You know who hasn't sent me? I haven't seen Gunfox in a while, but hey. Let's see here. Dating deal breakers. Yeah, so I'm out of news. Holy shit. So if anybody would like to ask me questions, since nobody ever gets to have these moments with me, go right ahead. Before I go Hulk smash on this computer. Whew. But everybody's busy watching Game of Thrones right now, so that's the other thing. And I would like to go to bed because I'm going to have a rough day tomorrow. So, that being said, something funny. My reading ability. No, my reading ability is atrocious. I have no reading comprehension skills whatsoever. Cersei killed the only ting in the 7 kingdoms that seasoned her meat. They all gonna die of E. coli in the next episode. Oh, that's right. This is all that. Why is this happening? Okay, let's get out of here. All right, everyone. Everybody have a great night. Like Blind said, watch Twitter for announcements whether or not her show is going to be on tomorrow. How the hell do I get out of here? Everybody have a fun night. Get some sleep. Drink. It's still Cinco de Mayo for like 4 hours. Have fun. Everybody enjoy your nights and be safe. I'm going to try not to die tomorrow. Oh, look, I have to confirm my exit.